Right then, now we go to the first lift in this video, which is a 1930s Marriott Scott lift. And just take a look at a lift door. Look at stained glass window. That is so unusual looking and ever so old looking. And the lift is a really nice old Marriott Scott. It's still single speed. The buttons have been replaced though, so I do not know if it still has its original slate relay logic or if the logic's been replaced with an equivalent relay logic, one of those weird replacement relay logics where it's got the baby floor selector. I don't know if it's that or the original logic. Let's ride it. This is old, it's like 20s. This is older than I thought. Feels very original. Those doors, I literally do not recognise these doors. I've never seen these doors on this lift before. And on the top floor, take a look at one side of the lift shaft. There's a really interesting old stained glass window in it. And take a look at the other side of the lift shaft. There's another really nice old stained glass window. This lift shaft's so unusual looking. And if we look at the lift shaft, the windows have been blocked up. This is a very odd setup here. Let's now surf the lift. I don't understand this, but okay, weird. I do like the windows on it, it's just odd. And now we go to the next lift, which is a 1960s express lift which has been modernised by Otis. So why do you think? And let's now surf it. And let's go into the motor room. Slow speed. I'm going to go full speed. What the fuck is that? Never seen that before. What is this thing? It's so strange. Big transformers. And now we go to the next lifts, which are some unknown 1960s lifts which have been modernised by KONE KCE. This is the first ever KONE KCE mod of an older lift I've ever seen. Let's take a look at it. The interior of this lift is a typical mod looking interior with an old lift car which has been refurbished a bit but still was kind of old looking, then with a new KONE panel added in. It's a kind of typical mod. The mod doesn't look much different to LC, but if we take a look on top of the lift, you can see it's got the KCE inspection control. And let's now surf this lift and see how well it runs. And to be honest, I actually think LC runs better. KCE. Oh my, this takes a while to accelerate. Alright, I guess, but shame that KC can't do good mods of this. Brand new logic proper. Doors closing. And now we go to the next lifts. These are some 1970s Pickering's lifts that were modernised by Otis and have now been replaced, completely replaced that is, with KONE EcoDisc, and the logic is not KC, despite that it is a brand new lift. Luckily the logic is a nice LCE.
Going down. Doors closing. Going up. Doors closing. First floor. Doors opening. Doors closing. Sixth floor. Doors opening. Going down. Doors opening. Going up. Doors closing.
And now we go to a brand new building. Before we take a look at a lift, let's go on the roof. Steamy! And now to the lifts, which are some Schindler 5500s 1.6 meters a second.
Opening. Lift is going down. Door closing. Ground floor. Door opening.
And talking of Schindler 5500s, let's take a look at a more heavy duty looking 5500. This is in a car park, which is why it's more heavy duty. And this lift, despite only being a year old, is already really messed up.
Lift is going down. Door closing. Floor 3. Door opening.
And now we go to Hastings, and let's now do a mini tablet archive at this housing estate.
Slow. Was that a little bit there to stand on? That's weird. So fucking slow. 16 floors, 1 metre a second.
Ground floor.
And now we go to the weird Britannia Hotel here. What is it about Britannia Hotels being so weird and interesting? The lift has this weird wooden lift cab. It's been very heavily modernised. It'd be interesting to know what it was originally. And let's go on top it, and we can see how old a lift shaft looks. This is a clear infill lift shaft. It's a very unusual lift. Also, the lift car kind of looks 70s, which matches the buttons, which seems to imply that the interior of this lift used to be from an old lift. The interior was then stripped out of the old lift and put into the 70s replacement, which is quite unusual. And now we go to a selection of really nice old 1930s lifts. And now to the last lift of this adventure, where I get into a really silly mood and I scream up the lift shaft as I serve the lift.
Call it!
Woo-hoo! Woo! Lift's so big! Let's be a bait person and scream up the shaft! Woo-hoo! Wah! Next floor, floor 16. Oh, shed room is there. Oh, that's one of room. That's one.
Good, I'll take that.